defense. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Turns it on in midfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his legs, it's Valentine. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then beep, 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 put that thing in reverse. The last 2 plays, this offense got to get back to doing what got them here.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the 1st time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But yes, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The quick out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Makes the catch. It's Andrews. Stop just... The 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looking for space. It's Bray. They'll knock check him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Plucks it out of the air. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41.
Fourth and short. I already called my third down play, knowing I was going for it on fourth down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
The give to the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Throws to the back. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Complete to start this drive. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And 3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the football. Getting multiple hats there, getting the guy on the ground, stopping him short, causing a 4th down.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a spot in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Ducks are flying down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
They never ask how, they always ask how many. And that ping off the crossbar, inches away from a miss. It was a pretty long kick. Kicker gets just enough of it and puts 3 on the board.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David. There he goes. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Utes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. A little release to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Utes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Casper. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's low. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here we go. To throw, it's St. Clair. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the 1st play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here we go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. 221 wing. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the running back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here's a heat. He wants to take the top off. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. That gets them back to within 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Tulsa is down right now, But this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Ducks will... their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Utes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Flips it out to the back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. To go for it does not pan out. He makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. No, he got loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Got his man downfield. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Utes. A great catch and run for 6.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that? And I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of the drive from the 39. QB draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's St. Clair. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll... with a 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
First down and more. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Let's go! Back to pass, it's St. Clair. But a little time, lets it go. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Going right down the boulevard. They pulled a little closer, now down 20 to 13. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quick release by the QB. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Utes will have it first and 10. Quarterback making checks. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. He's got his man, makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Moore to the air. He's got the tight end. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The sure hands, it's Moore. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Moore will throw. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.